Hey guys, it's Amanda, also known as Amateur Aries. Sorry for this very non-beautiful intro to my 23andme. I just have to run out the door real quick, so I don't have time to put makeup on, and I won't have time to put makeup on later. And I'd like to get this done immediately so it can be shipped out and get our results or my results as quickly as possible. So I just didn't want to take a day. Like the next day I'll probably be able to put makeup on will probably be Sunday, and today is Thursday, so I don't want to wait that long. So sorry for the non-beautiful part. That will be in the future of this video. So I just got 23andme. It is February 28th. And it's the ancestral version. So let's open it up. It's the saliva kit. Zach has done one before. He did it with Ancestry.com though. And his results weren't, I don't want to say they're not quite accurate because I am not a DNA person. I don't do that type of study of science. But his family pretty much knows a lot about their ancestry, like a lot. And some of it just didn't add up. So that's why we're trying 23andme for me. So spit. Follow the kit instructions to spit into the tube provided and mail it back to our lab in a box with a pre-made label. So I'm guessing they provide that because yeah, it says right here. Okay. In the kit is one set of step-by-step instructions, one saliva collection tube and cap, one sample return bag, and one prepaid return label and box. So I don't have to pay for it to send it back out, which is great because I paid $99 for this. Download the 23andme app and use it to register your kit. Also, there's an app. I can't do that because you guys are using my phone right now. Don't eat, drink, chew gum, brush teeth, or smoke for 30 minutes before giving your saliva sample. And don't remove the plastic film from the funnel lid. The plastic film. Here's the kit, by the way. And just flip it around. I'll try not to. There's some liquid in there. Don't stop or change any course of treatment or medication prior to collecting your spit. Hey guys, it's Amanda, also known as Amateur Aries, and as you saw in the first part of the video, I got my 23andme DNA test, or the box, and then I spat in it without filming it, and then I sent it in. I just wanted to show you guys that I had gotten it, and now we're doing this video. So I did get my results. I got it this Wednesday, so today's date is March 17th. So I want to say it's like the 14th or 13th. I'm not good with math. Around that time I got it. My father wanted to know the results right away because my father is the most curious one about our genetics, or what you ever call the DNA of our heritage. So before I tell you my results, I want to tell you a little bit of story about my heritage and what we know so far, or at least what we thought we knew. So on my mother's side, my mother believed that she was 100% German up until recently when her brother had done I think he did ancestry, and it said something a little bit different, which I think she said it had Russian or Polish on her side of the family as well. So she thought she was 100% German, and then she found out she wasn't. So for a long time I thought I was 50% German, and then a whole bunch of other things. The whole bunch of other things comes from my father's side, whom admits that we were mutts. What we thought we knew was, we thought my grandma was 100% English. However, she came out as of within like maybe 10 years ago that she admitted she was half Scottish. So that would have made me 12.5 English, 12.5 Scottish, along with my dad's side of the family, which is the true mutt out of them all. We weren't sure exactly what my dad's side was. What we thought we knew was we heard from my dad's, uncle, yes. He thought that we had Irish and Polish, Russian in us, and that's all he was able to dig up. So we really had no idea what was going on with my dad's side of the family. But what we do know is that the Hebrew side of my dad's family came from that side of the family. From what we knew, they were Russian Jews or Russian Polish Jews, and they came and escaped. Some of them were caught in Germany and were sent to the concentration camps. So that is literally, what's the black thing here? That was literally all that we knew about my ancestry. And everything else was a big question mark. We didn't know the percentage, we didn't know anything. So I decided to get 23andme because I heard better results from 23andme and Ancestry, and here we are. We got our results. And we are very, very confused. when I say we are very, very confused, my entire family is a little confused about this. Now, that doesn't mean that 23andme is wrong, or just saying what we've learned from our research, it doesn't really come out the way we expected. So here is my 23andme results. I'm not using my laptop, I'm using my phone because they have an app. It says this stuff. Sorry if you can't see it. And then it says that I have 99.8% European. The first thing it says is 35, you can't see it, I'm sorry, 35.6% French German, but it specifically says Germany and Austria, which we didn't know we had any Austrian in us. We knew that we had Germany, but we didn't think anything about France or anything like that. But when it pops up, it says French and German people descend from ancient Celtic and Germanic populations and inhabit the area extending from Netherlands to Austria. It says, we predict that you had ancestries in Germany, which is true. My grandfather's family came to America from Germany, and he was born in America. So after that, we have, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, so please forgive me when I pronounce words wrong. I'm not very good at words, period. So, Ashkenazi Jewish, and that's 20.9%. It says this particular Jewish people settled in Eastern Europe in the late Middle Ages and are genetically more similar to other Jewish populations than to most Europeans. Now, when I was reading a more in-depth thing about it, it said that they escaped the Middle Ages, or where they were, Europe maybe, and they escaped to the United States. That's what I had read when I was doing more of a bigger read on it. And then it says, the next one, there's a lot by the way, British and Irish 5.9%, and then it specifically says United Kingdom and Ireland. Descended from Celtic Saxon, probably pronounced that wrong, and Viking ancestries, the people of the Great Britain and Ireland have left their genetic fingerprints from around the world. It says we predict you had ancestors in the United Kingdom, which is true. We predict, what is just going on? We predict that we had ancestors in Scotland and England. Specifically, since we have family in Scotland and we have family in England. My grandma legit was born in England and came over to America, and she admitted that she was English and Scottish. She said that just 100% that she knew that she was half English, half Scottish, and that she was descendant of Sir Walter Scott and Sir Walter Raleigh. That's what she said. So that's why we're a little bit confused. Because it's a very small percentage. It says British and Irish 5.9%. And then it says Eastern European 3.6%, and it says specifically Poland. The genetic heritage of Eastern Europe traces back to the peoples living southeast of the Baltic Sea and to more recent influx of Slavic-speaking people from the north of the Black Sea. It says we predict you had ancestors in Poland within the last 200 years. My dad's side of the family, from his uncle, he heard, and I think they even got answered papers saying that our family came from Russia/Poland when they were Jews and came over to the United States when they were able to escape Germany, and when they were going through it, I mean. So that's what we were told, and we're surprised to hear that it's only 3.6%. Scandinavian 1.8%. I don't even know if you want to conclude it after we get to the 1 point situation. Scandinavians owe much of their linguistic and genetic heritage to the medieval North Germanic tribes who established settlements around the North Sea. Then we have 1.3 Greek and Balkan, which was a surprise to me. And then we have 1.2 Italian, which is ironic because after I got 23andme, my dad and I concluded there's no way we have any Italian or Spanish in us because of what we've learned about our roots. Now, I have 1.2% Italian and 0.1% Spanish. I'm like, what? It was really weird to hear that. Another big percentage is broadly Northwestern European, which is at 15%. Now, this one doesn't give us specifics. It doesn't say any or specific. It just says broadly Northwestern European. And when it says that, it says Northwestern Europeans are represented by people from the far west as Ireland, as far north as Norway, as far east as Finland, and as far south as France. So really, it could be everything in between there. We are not sure what it is because it doesn't say, it doesn't specify. And I looked into it and it literally didn't say anything specific about it. And then broadly Southern European 7.7%, which is, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, Ibrian? Pronounce that wrong. Italian and Balkan peninsulas as well as the island of Malta is a region defined in a great part by the Mediterranean Sea, which we actually do expect. My dad and I believe that we had some kind of thing that related to the Mediterranean Sea because our skin tone is very olive in tone. So we expected that we have that, what my dad would say, Mediterranean skin tone. So we expected like a big percentage from that because our skin tone is the skin tone that we have. But it's only 7.7%. And then we have broadly European, which is like the entire European area, and it's 6.7. So a lot of our European ones that doesn't give us specifics, I guess can collide. It's 6.7, 7.7, and then 15%. So add those together and we got somewhere in between their European. We don't know which ones they are because they literally don't tell me specifically, which kind of upsets me just a tad bit because that's what we were going for. We wanted to know specifically what we had in us so we can better find our ancestors. And then there's the non-European percentages, which is East Asian and Native American, which is 0.2%, and Sub-Saharan African, which is roughly 1%, like 0.1%. So that is, you can't see. I mean, that's the map and everything that's color is what's inside of me. But we were not expecting the results. You can't really see, I'm sorry about that. We were not expecting results that we got, or at least I got, because we were starting to figure things out. Like, okay, obviously we have a big chunk of German in us. We have a big chunk of, we thought we had a big chunk of Russian in us. My father and I legit thought, okay, we have a lot of Russian in us than we thought we had. We thought we had originally, we had like a small amount. But then we were looking into our ancestors and we were like, wow, actually they came from Russia and they came from Poland. We have a bigger chunk of it than we originally thought. So hearing this and seeing that Russia's not even in this. It says Scandinavian and Poland, and that's it. But legit, most of Russia isn't even touched. And a little bit that is touched is the red. And the red is the East Asian and Native American one. So it might not even be Russia or Asia in particular, it might be Native American, but even so, it's only by 0.2%. So we're a little bit thrown off by this by a lot because, again, we thought we had a lot of Russian in us. And we thought we had a lot of Scottish in us and a lot of Britain and a lot of German. It's just like, when we read it, like, what? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So that is my ancestry. How do I feel about it? Very, very confused. I'm extremely confused. If I'm paying $100 to spit into a bottle, I want you to be a little bit more specific of where I'm coming from. I get that you can't, I guess you can't get every little detail assorted, but Eastern European, British Irish, it says United Kingdom and Ireland. It could be Scotland in there too. Scandinavian, Greek, Balkan, and broadly Northwestern European, broadly South European, broadly European. You're not giving me a little bit specifics. And yes, you can go into the thing and look for the specifics, and it literally says not applicable, not applicable, applicable. Basically, it said that it couldn't figure it out or not. It said it couldn't figure it out. I was like, great. So my ancestry is still a mystery to me because you couldn't figure it out. So I kind of want to strangle it a little bit. But at the same time, I'm happy to know that my husband did this before. He did Ancestry, and he had like a very, very, very small amount of Norwegian in him, like in the 1 point vicinity of like 1 to 10% vicinity. And he was super excited because that means he has Viking blood. He's so excited about it, you know, because men. And I looked at him like, somebody said I have Saxon, Celtic, and Viking. I'm like, I have more Viking than you. He was like, damn it. And I do. I actually have a little bit more than him. Because you got to consider the areas that British, Irish, Scandinavian, Eastern and Western European areas. That's where the Vikings like to take over, and they raped and pillaged and all that stuff. Although that's not exactly a good thing to be happy about. It kind of is for our side of the family because we like to see ourselves as warriors. But Zach can't say anything because he has Apache Native American in him, and they are some severe warriors you don't want to mess with. Like, they are some godly warriors out there. So it's just like, you have other things you should be proud of instead of just Viking side. And that's the way he is. He likes to really, oh, hail Viking, Odism, Thor. I'm like, you have Apache Native American and you should be extremely proud of that. And I'm more proud of it than what he shows sometimes. I'm like, I have a Native American husband and he's great. And I salute the great spirits and everything like that. So anyone who's touchy about that stuff, just know I'm not trying to be touchy about it. I just don't know how to properly announce my excitement. So yes, that is my 23andme. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry that I'm not Russian as I thought it was, which breaks my heart because we were 100% sure that we had Russian in our blood, and yet it doesn't say in our 23andme little adversary. Anyhow, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. I do videos on mental health and makeup and beauty and other things and unboxings. So this is my first time doing this. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, and subscribe. I just said that. Have a good day.